Now, I made a video very similar to this when the original Kotaku leak for Empire was first found. A lot has changed since then on my opinions of the series, and I thought I'd remake the video in a way. So today I'm going to be giving my top 5 things that need to be included in Assassin's Creed Empire. Number 5 on this list is an interesting story. Assassin's Creed Empire needs to have an actually interesting story. The recent games such as Syndicate and Unity's stories were really not interesting at all and didn't feel as epic as an adventure as it could have been. I feel like we need to take a step away from the revenge stories because there have been a lot in the franchise so far. What I'm saying is, I want it to feel fresh and interesting in terms of how the story begins and what is driving the assassin to do the things he does. I think it would be great if our protagonist was already an established assassin, and throughout the course of the story, things happen to him that change him as a person, like Altair. He can uncover more about the first Civ and the artifacts and the Templars' goal throughout the course of the game, so it completely changed his perspective on the world. Then we could go on to a sequel in which he was seeking out first Civ sites whilst also helping the assassins, or something along those lines. I feel as if we need a really awesome story filled with action, so Assassin's Creed actually feels like an adventure again, opposed to a boring historic simulation like Syndicate was. So number 4 on this list is personal storytelling. Something that open world games have been focusing on recently is personal storytelling and the player's personal experience in the game. I feel like it would be good for Assassin's Creed to adopt this format, adding a huge amount of story-driven side quests into the world of Assassin's Creed Empire. The player can not only play the overarching storyline, but they can also create their own adventures in the open world through side quests and just general exploration. This is something that many games have done, such as The Witcher 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Skyrim, Mass Effect Andromeda, and many others. It was briefly touched upon in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, in which you had a huge open world that was full of content and explorable areas, so a lot of the time you ended up spending hours plundering ships or assassinating various targets, which isn't part of the main game and would be personal storytelling. Not quite on the level of the previously mentioned games, but it was still included nonetheless. Obviously, I hope this side quest in Empire are slightly more in depth than assassinate unnamed target and receive money. I want story-driven quest lines in which we can receive weapons, armor, and more rewards similar to many RPG games. I think this would be the way forward for the Assassin's Creed franchise because it would make the world feel so much more alive due to the fact that there is so much extra stuff to do with so many extra characters in each side quest. So number 3 on this list is an in-depth open world. A huge problem with the recent Assassin's Creed games and a lot of Ubisoft games in general is that the open world completely lacks any depth whatsoever. Ubisoft focus on making the world huge rather than thinking about the content that is going to be in it. I understand it's hard to balance a huge open world map with a lot of content, but I personally rather take a smaller map with tons of content, side quests and missions in it over a huge empty map with little activities in it any day. I want the world to have passing characters that offer you side quests for rewards, assassination bounties in which you can investigate a person of interest and assassinate them, intense chase missions through bustling streets, and quests in which you recruit people to your assassin order and train them to become masters. These are only a few of the ideas that I can think of off the top of my head for side quests that could be in this game, and the possibilities are seemingly endless, especially for an awesome time period like ancient Egypt, in which there are huge cities, small settlements, tombs, and sandy areas. There could be such a diverse amount of side quests that could make the world feel deeper and more alive. Number 2 on this list is more First Civilization. This is something that I mentioned in my last video about things I want in AC Empire. More First Civilization involvement. Remember Juno from Assassin's Creed 3? Remember how she escaped from her confinement in the Grand Temple? That was 5 years ago. She's done absolutely nothing to the world at all. If she doesn't do something huge in the modern day of the next game, then it will be incredibly anticlimactic, considering we've been waiting so long for her plan to unfold, and it just hasn't at all. I really loved the sections in the previous games that included the first Civ, and it's something that's been lacking from the recent games severely. I want Juno to actually pose a threat again, instead of taking a back seat to everything that is happening between the Assassins and Templars, and I want to actually see her do something for once, instead of spreading cryptic messages throughout the Helix database. It would also be cool if we saw some new pieces of Eden, such as the Scepter of Aset, the Ankh of Eden, and one of the pieces of the Trident of Eden. It was cool when we saw the Sword of Eden in AC Unity, and I feel as if it would be similar to have these pieces of Eden feature in AC Empire. So lastly, number 1 on this list is a modern day protagonist. The thing I most want to see in the next Assassin's Creed game is a playable modern day protagonist. Since the modern day in AC3, it hasn't been the same. It has definitely dwindled as it went from a fully playable modern day character to an unnamed Abstergo employee to about 10 minutes worth of cutscenes per game. I want the modern day to return to what it once was, with all of its mystery, intrigue, and amazing characters like Sean, Rebecca, and William. It would be cool if the protagonist you play as teams up with the old gang and relives the memories of his/her ancestor in ancient Egypt, to possibly uncover a way to stop Juno and save humanity from enslavement. I will not settle for just a few cutscenes anymore. It needs to be much more than that. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 things that need to be included in Assassin's Creed Empire. You might have noticed I'm making a few more Assassin's Creed videos recently, and that's because the revenue's a bit fucking low. It's not good, and it's really stressing me out. So, you know, I got those Assassin's Creed videos to fall back on, which is great. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more Assassin's Creed and just gaming content in the future, and be sure to comment down in the comment section below telling me what you think should be included in Assassin's Creed Empire, and I'll see you guys in the next video.